Oh, hello, beautiful people! It's Tuesday night, and that means it has got to be go time for a great night. I'm Brian Brushwood, joined in studio, as I always am, by the rail-thin popsicle man himself. That's right. You thought he was a toothpick. No, behold, watch as he is animated and comedically styles your face off. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Justin Robert Young. Alive, I say. Toothpick alive.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Look, man, you look a little stiff, man.
No, I don't know. I'm just a normal guy.
I don't know. You ever see the cover of the Beastie Boys album, Hello Nasty, where they're packed like sardines in a tin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of
I
look
love
like
that album.
Yeah, well,
I like music.
yeah, okay. Well, you kind
It's
of.
just a normal conversation.
But like, we bought these new chairs, and
oh, I haven't noticed.
you're not.
Oh, man.
You're not really
What's up
using
with
them.
traffic?
Well,
Do
see,
you ever notice that sometimes when there's a lot of cars on the road, you don't go as fast?
yeah.
I hate that.
Okay,
What
but-
do you think? Callers 888 new chairs. Now, Call in and let's
see,
talk
it's
about
so-
it. We're gonna chop it up.
I didn't think I threw away the instruction manuals for the chairs because I didn't think that chairs could ever be sat in wrong. But
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a normal way to sit in a chair,
Well-
but I want to look flattering on camera.
When you see what happened here, it's another bit. Eat shit audio.
Nope, this one's not a bit. This one's a real.
Well, so Bonnie went to IKEA for, I think she wanted
I
like
love IKEA.
an egg. I think she wanted one egg, so she decided to go to Dallas, where the IKEA is. It's very far north.
It is, yeah.
And she, as a joke, said, "Hey, I'm at IKEA. Y'all need anything?" And like 7 requests came in over the
This
text
is all
thread.
in on the family group chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold
The
on,
only
let me move
social
my
network
mic.
that I care about. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, she came back with these chairs, which I liked them because they matched and because they force you to kind of sit. Fuck you! None of you know
It's
what was
fine. Don't
funny.
worry. Don't worry. Go on.
She got these chairs, which I thought were pretty great because they encourage good posture.
Yeah.
And they're all the same chair.
Yes.
Because we don't have any 2 chairs that match.
Yeah.
So Annalisa and I set these chairs up, and I was all excited for the maiden voyage of these chairs. And now Justin.
Yeah.
Boy, it looks like they're not the most comfortable chairs on the planet.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, so how's your day?
You know, when you were reading your kids' bedtime stories,
Yep.
did you ever read Llama Llama Red Pajama?
Oh yeah, no, that's
you read a lot of
classic.
Llama Llama Red Pajama?
Oh yes, very much.
How would you describe the plot of Llama Llama Red Pajama?
There's a whiny bitch.
Yep.
And
What a
then
baby,
that's-
Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
then
like-
what happened? I mean, like, what if you were to cast it as a movie? How many characters are in the movie?
2.
2.
Yeah, it was
The
a kid.
baby and the mama.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
wait, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No daddy.
yeah. What's up with that? What do they got? What do they got against?
I don't know. I was asking my wife. I was like, "Hey, what happened to Daddy Llama?"
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh no, she didn't know." So I went online and I started looking things up. There's a lot of fan theories.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Are you sure you don't want to?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. We're just doing a show.
We can
We're just
we can
doing-
reposition.
No, we're doing a
this
show.
Table.
We're doing a show.
I mean, I think. Okay.
I'm in the middle of a great story.
No, I'm listening.
You're gonna like how it ends.
Tell me about the fan theory.
Well, there's a lot of fan theories about where Daddy Llama is because Mama Llama.
Is he
The
doing
plot is that baby llama wants his mama
Yeah.
and starts making a ruckus, and then
It's a
Mama
bunch of
Llama.
made up bullshit too, right? Like I don't believe that baby for a second. Baby's just wanting.
He just wanted his mama.
Yeah. Kept on making up fake things like, I don't know, my back hurts, I think.
No, I think you're thinking of another one. In Llama Llama Red Pajama, he just is jumping up and down and screaming, and then eventually the mom comes up, right? But Daddy's not there.
Yeah.
Now, Mama's on the phone. I'll get back to that. But what we don't know is where Daddy Llama is. So there's a lot of fan theories. Maybe Daddy Llama's at work.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm just relaxing.
What the fuck?
You look like you're really
What the
enjoying
fuck are
yourself.
you doing?
I'm just
You
kind of.
can't do that.
No, I mean you're supine, just
Oh
sort
my
of
God, it hurt my
relaxing.
back.
I wanted to hunch my shoulders and put my arms straight.
No. Fine, I'll be fat.
No, wait,
I'll
what?
be fat on camera.
What? No.
It's fine.
What? No.
Whatever.
So, the dad.
No. It's all right. I'll just be the fat man.
No.
Just a roly-poly bag of
of
shit.
You
Just a
you can keep.
I thought I was getting away with it.
It was looking
Then
pretty
you
good.
pointed it out.
I didn't. I was confused.
I thought I was pulling it off. No one in the chat said anything about the fact. They just said Justin's a skinny, sexy man.
They were.
That's what anybody said. They didn't say I looked like a coffin.
They did. They
They
did.
just said, "Holy shit, who's that sexy piece of bitch?" So I was planking on the chair, but now no, it's fine. We're out in the open. There's nothing to cover it. Zoom in on my belly.
No,
zoom in.
Belay
I'll
that.
do that.
Belay
I'll
that
do-
order.
there,
Terms of
there,
service.
there.
Oh no.
There we
Oh
go.
no. Oh no. Well, now I feel like I gotta do it.
No,
Yeah.
it's my cross to bear.
You're
skinny now.
I was until last night. I put on 4 pounds overnight. You know who I blame?
Oh, Bill Oakley.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to the Bill Oakley thing.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Can I wait? Let me finish my Mama Llama.
Yeah.
thing.
I want to hear about it.
So nobody knows. Maybe he's at work. Maybe he's on a business trip. Maybe he's deployed.
Yep.
Right? No one knows. Did a little research. You want to know when Mama Llama or Llama Llama Red Pajama came out?
Was it during Iraq War?
2005. Do you want to know how long it takes for a book, a children's book, to go from the stage in which it's written, if it's at its fastest stage, on average, of written to published?
2 years.
1.5 years. You want to know what behavioral antics the kid is going through?
I
Preschool
didn't until
age.
now. I really want
3
to now.
years, which means that if it came out in 2005, it was likely written sometime in 2003, which means that if the kid is 3 to 3.5 in the book, that Daddy Llama died on 9/11.
Oh, wow, did that take a turn? I was all buckled in for the deployment and some Machiavellian book publishing person like, all right, listen up. We got an Iraq war happening. I need llamas in pajamas missing their daddies.
No.
Oh.
Daddy Llama died on 9/11.
Oh, I don't know how we're going to. We should.
Baby
we,
Llama, dad's in heaven. He went to work in Building 7.
On what day?
Blue skies.
Blue skies. I got to make money on this. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, I figured that out today. Cracked that code.
No, that's big.
Yeah.
No, this is a big get.
Yeah.
Finally, we're real journalists.
I know. I've been working for this shit my entire life.
No, this is pure gold,
Yeah.
man. God. I'm going to need to set you on Dinosaur Roar next, where you uncover that creationism is real.
All dinosaurs are fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I just broke. I had all the spinning plates and they all just fell down.
Yeah.
Like building,
Like,
not unlike Building 7.
Not unlike.
Yeah.
They know where we're going.
Yeah.
I know where we're going.
We don't even have to say
All
it
right.
now.
So you went to Bill Oakley's.
Oh,
thing.
yeah. 4 pounds. Okay. It was great. It was great.
Yes.
So he calls it a curiosity dinner. First of all, we're talking about our friend Bill Oakley, that Bill Oakley on Twitter,
Yep.
or BillOakley.com.
Former head writer for The Simpsons.
Full on. I hadn't heard him use the word showrunner. I don't think the word showrunner was in vogue when he was.
No, probably not. Yeah.
He was The Simpsons during everyone who's hearing this during your
When it
favorite
was
years.
great. When it was great.
Whenever,
Yeah.
He wrote this steamed ham sketch or whatever, and he had done a couple of these get-togethers because he's been to enough conventions and gone to enough places, and his whole post Simpsons, or I guess recent beat, I guess post steamed hams beat is high end, lowbrow food,
Yes.
right? Yeah, unironically criticizing.
He is a food influencer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so he put together this show. It's dinner and a show, basically. It's stories from Bill. And I think it was a 7-course meal for us. And it was all surprises. Now, I historically am not
a fan of that shit.
I am not an adventurous eater.
No.
I locked it in. I already solved it. I don't even understand why we're still talking about this. It's clearly number 6 spicy chicken, hold mayonnaise, substitute chili for the fries, easy ice.
You
Dr.
are not
Pepper.
an omakase man.
No.
Yeah.
But Bill is
For
beloved.
Bill. For Bill.
So Bonnie got us 2 tickets.
How nervous were you that it was going to be inedible for you?
I mean, I wasn't there to enjoy the food. I was
There
there
we go.
to be.
That's what I was going to say. You
Yeah.
were like, all right, best case scenario, I like everything. Worst case scenario, I'm dieting.
It's ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
No, I went and I was like, I'm on Fear Factor. I'm on Fear Factor. By the way, remember when we almost broke Fear Factor by inspiring an idea that got pitched to the trouble? Never mind. It doesn't matter. So first course comes out, and it's great. He sets up this sword of Damocles because everybody knows that it's going to be interesting foods,
Yes.
right? And so the very first one is he takes us to Ohio. And oh man, I should have. I wish I had all the notes. You got notes and everything, but it's like he talks about this type of immigrant that these guys were from Italy, and so basically, what if it was a pizza that mashed up with this other thing? Well, it turns out that this small town in Ohio actually does that. It's called whatever,
The ding dong
and then it comes out, right?
Yeah.
And it's awesome and fun and funny. And then the second one, he's like, he just clicks the slide and it says Nashville hot testicles.
Gotcha.
like he's like, no, that's not coming up yet. And then, and so it's like, you're kind of on edge.
Yeah.
Do you remember that bit from Eddie Murphy's Raw where he talks about like you're dating a girl and she withholds sex, so you think it's the best sex in the world? It's like you're starving in the desert.
Yeah.
You had a cracker. You're like, that cracker's the best cracker in the world.
Yeah.
It's that, but your fear of it being too far
Gotcha.
outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So you're constantly relieved, and it doesn't hurt that it is all amazing foods because he meets and talks with the chef of the establishment and finds out what they're interested in doing. So behind the scenes, behind the curtains, he's co-conspiring with the chef. So the chef is passionate
So they're
about
making
each of it.
good shit that they make good.
That is quirky.
Yeah.
So like, for example,
but he has stories for so many dishes that he's able to put together a show.
exactly. One of them was spaghetti with barbecue sauce instead of marinara.
Yep.
And it was amazing. And he tells the story of where that come from. He also talks about wild rice and all the rules of how he shows how the wild rice is. You have to go out in a canoe and there's permitted areas, and then the rice stays on the plant, and they take it and they bang it into the canoe, and then they scoop it out. And then we had that or whatever. And I can spoil this because the dinner, the menu is different.
It always changes based on the chef, I'd assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now that Austin is burnt, he only did 2 nights in Austin.
And one of them's happening right now.
Correct. Which otherwise we'd have him here to promote this show. But he gets to the end and he tees up correctly. He says, this last one has the greatest chasm between how disgusting it sounds and how delicious it is. It is your dessert. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's going to be like a delicious fudge cake, but it's going to be called poopy sticks or something like that.
I
Right?
think I know what it's going to be.
What?
Nashville hot testicle.
That would have been great. But he did confirm that it was actually going to be good. We were going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm kind of pre-coiled, arms crossed, squinting like,
How shitty is
what
this
are
going
you?
to be?
Yeah, right. And then the following syllables come out of his face which elicits an involuntary bark of derisive laughter that pulls Bill out of the show and gets him, and he just wolf's grin right at me as because he said the words, let me get this right. Iowa sour cream raisin pie. I had a few bites.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Fine.
It was as promised.
More delicious than you would have thought.
You know what? Technically, that is absolutely correct.
Okay.
But it was great. He made real the Simpsons writers' room in a way that I'd never seen before. Showing pictures of the building. I mean, it's shabbier than this place.
I would not doubt it. Yeah.
And he cuts this one picture he does a great job of painting a picture of what it's like in pre-internet America, where there was no distractions. You're locked for 12 hours a day in the room with these other smelly writers, and meals grew extra long because it was the only forgivable break from go be funny, you know? And so everybody nobody said it out loud, but people are getting appetizers and filling out time, 3 desserts and so on. But he cuts to this one photo of just guys, just mid-20s guys,
dudes
sitting cross-legged.
Dudes being bros.
And it's like 1,000, 2,000, and then your brain snaps and you're like, that's just cross-legged Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, there we go.
It was great. It was just the whole event was about 2 hours long, just between an hour and a half, hour 45. Never, and if I was doing it, there'd be 75 sirens and bits and videos and all that shit. Just the stories were so electric on their own. He just let them sit, and it was just great.
I mean, dinner and show. He's such a great culinary historian. He's such a great talker when it comes to that stuff, and he speaks with such authority on it. I have only one question. Did you get a steamed ham?
No.
Really?
Oh, wait, well, hold on. Yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a bit. He doesn't have like a steamed ham bit where he tells a steamed ham story.
Yeah, well, he tells about the steamed ham meme and where it originated. But either you already knew it or it was an ancillary detail. You know, you were there for other Bill Oakley
But you didn't
stuff.
get a burger and have it be a steamed ham.
I did get a burger that had horseradish all in it, and
horseradish, fucking low key.
Yeah,
an awesome underutilized condiment.
I've never ordered horseradish, but then I found out that American wasabi is just green horseradish, and I'm like,
shit.
Well, I love wasabi. Yeah. And then once I knew that, I first bite of the hamburger seemed fine, and then the second one I got the horseradish, and I was like, oh damn,
let's go.
Yeah, had sauerkraut balls.
All right.
Yeah, picture hush puppies with sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut also good. I love sauerkraut.
Yeah, I didn't think prevents scurvy.
Like that's how you would describe it as a culinary treat.
Yep.
Is that it prevents scurvy?
Yep.
Yeah. Tracks.
That's how much I invest. I like that I won't have scurvy now.
Are you a hot dog guy? Do you like hot dogs?
Yeah, I like them when I want to feel all the way naughty. Like there is no excuse for me putting this in my body. Ha ha. That's hilarious.
Gotcha.
Especially like wrapped in bacon. Like go all the way bad on that. What about you?
Yeah, I can do. I mean, I don't know. I like it like a. Well, it's like sauerkraut. The 99% of the sauerkraut in my life I've had on hot dogs.
Yeah, I've never.
And then like there's like, I guess like German shit. If I'm at like a German restaurant, then they'll throw that on like just like schnitzel
on ice cream.
Yeah, whatever. They love it, man.
Yeah. Anyway, highly recommended if you go to BillOakley.com.
And he's on tour right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go to it in many other cities. Go look it up.
All summer.
All summer, man.
Yeah.
Hot Oakley summer.
The hot Oakley summer.
Yeah.
Tell him Brian says hi.
Tell him Brian says I tolerated the sour cream raisin Iowa
raisin
pie.
Iowa pie.
Yeah.
They were fat. They were those dumb, fat, like grapefruit-sized raisins.
Those are basically just prunes.
Grapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
With dates.
When they're big like that.
Yeah.
You're like, what is this? This is like pornographic. These raisins are so big.
John Redcorn died.
Yeah. From King of the Hill.
Yeah.
In a hate crime, no less.
Jacob was there the night. Okay.
Are you realizing that you can or can't tell this story?
I realize I shouldn't, but there was a King of the Hill promotional event.
Okay. Good that we get to that's the place
Yes.
that you are placing as opposed to where the hate crime happened.
Yes, correct.
You are not implicating anybody
as far
in
as
this
I know.
hate crime.
Correct. Yes.
Gotcha. Because that could have been confusing.
That could have.
Let me
Thank
help-
goodness we're
let
clear.
Let me help. Stick bomb this.
Disambiguous.
Daddy Llama died on 9/11.
Finally. All right.
All right.
Yes.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
You can't.
I like a little bit of Fauci in there. I liked it.
Hey, a lot of people are wondering where Daddy Llama is. Now there's Mama Llama, and she tells Baby Llama to stop all of this llama drama. But what you don't know is that on the phone, when Baby Llama is causing such a ruckus, she's on the phone with federal benefits for 9/11 widows.
Yes.
Prove me wrong.
Confrontational Fauci is the new flavor.
Confrontation. I'm doing confrontations now.
So there was a King of the Hill event. Jacob was volunteering for the festival.
Jacob, who works with you here on property.
Yeah, who I'm suddenly deciding not to give his full name in case he doesn't want this story out.
Okay.
But he was working security at the event, and a clearly altered guy who did John Redcorn's voice, who was not on stage with the panelists, walked up to a turned off microphone and just was standing there.
Yeah.
And there was some confusion about how to
Who
handle
should
it.
do the doot. Yeah.
Yeah, but Jacob had a role in requesting that he take a seat, and the actor walked over to a live mic, and at this part, I got very few details about what he said, but it sounded like he was pretty upset about a lot of things.
Resulting from King of the Hill.
No, I think his house burned down. But it was like around the same time as the fires, but it was unrelated to the fires. It sounded like I don't know.
This is recent?
Well, this is like 2 days ago. This is like, so I'm getting this story from Jacob as hot. Like I just had the craziest day yesterday, and he tells me up to this part of the story, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go answer emails for the store.
Then you find out that the dude got shot dead.
And then he texted. He was like, "Oh, he's dead." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?" And he was like, "Yeah, he just got shot." Now you are the expert because that's as far as I know of this story. Like you said, it was a hate crime.
Daddy
Llama. the two L's. Hold on.
Yeah.
2 L's, 2 towers.
Yeah. Llama. It's fucking right there, dude.
It is.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
God.
There's nowhere to go with the other story.
Yeah, there
we
isn't.
might as well talk about 9/11.
Yeah. That's probably safer.
Safer.
Yeah, even safer is
What's
to go
that?
straight from there to reminding people that they could support this program by heading on over to patreon.com/great night.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at patreon.com/greatnight, you get a bonus episode of the show each and every week. And this week we will do a show because I have to actually be out of town for an event Friday, but I booked my flight to make sure that I could do the Bones this week.
Penny and I were that bad, huh?
No, you were great. He said as if he listened to it. I will imagine that I did listen to it, and I said it was amazing.
No, it was good. It was really.
No, I'm sure it was great. Yeah, I had to be gone. Oh, from my mom's. We traveled with the baby.
Yeah, that was. I don't think I'm talking out of school when you pointed out that this will be your first, and I saw you use air quotes as you said vacation, and all of a sudden, and I loved it because I was like, oh my God, I've not gone on a vacation in 13 years.
Yeah. 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 So anyway, but I had to miss the bones and I felt bad about it. And so I was like, all right, well, I got to do this other thing, but I want to make sure that we deliver this value for you.
Yeah.
You know, and
See, on the bones, we'd keep going with all the John Redcorn and
I'm
stuff.
just saying, yeah, this is the PG stuff.
Yeah.
This is, we don't play on the bones.
Yeah. You know
a
what?
lot of people think that we play.
I mean, look, here we could get
We're
away
playing
with
a lot.
saying that Daddy Llama died on 9/11.
Yes.
On the bones, we speculate wildly about on which side.
Yeah.
2 A's in Ata. TT right there, just like Llama. Ada.
Mama Ada right the job.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's happening?
stop.
I don't like it.
That will happen on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it won't.
All our
What is
bases
the value
are covered.
add? What is the value add? If it's us going, it's happening.
Whichever of those
If
two
it's us
options is
stopping,
better. Yep.
we do. Schrodinger's Muhammad Atta. That's what we promise to you
Ada's Llama. It's
on-
Schrodinger's Ada's Llama.
on patreon.com/great night.
Oh. How was the vacation?
It was great. My baby is very friendly. She knows how to wave.
Yep.
She was the mayor of the flight.
Oh, I was
just
about to ask.
greeting everybody.
Yeah.
Her favorite part of both flights was at the end when everybody stood up and was waiting for their bags to get their bags from the overhead. Because that meant she had just a line of people she could wave to.
Oh,
And then
that
they
is
were
too
all
sweet.
waving back to her. And she was just like, so yeah, she's adorable.
Spoiled already.
Real attention whore.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my bits in.
Yeah,
and
I was
she's
about
just
to
like,
say.
"Ah," and I'm like trying to go like, oh, where's? Yeah, no, she's already bested me.
Well, when you're with family and they all want to see the baby and they all say, "Oh, just whenever you need a break, you give me that baby just as long as you need," and then they all turn out to be liars because apparently, as long as you need is up to 3 minutes, like a phone sex line.
Yeah, my family never said that.
Well, okay.
They never offered. They were just
They
like,
didn't-
let me see the baby. Oh, adorable baby. Picture with the baby. Anyway, take the baby.
Oh no,
Yeah. There was no false promises because there were no promises. Yeah.
No. See, it's like
What would you prefer? Because obviously you're burnt by this.
No,
Would you prefer that no one had ever offered to take the baby?
Maybe I wouldn't know. I never experienced that
Exactly,
timeline.
'cause
I
you
bet
got-
that was pretty great.
You got a lot of
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Well, I
it's
mean,
like-
it was the same thing.
Wait-
We got the same thing. But you only had an expectation that maybe you could get away from the baby for a couple hours,
Yeah.
and then 3 minutes later you got the
it
baby
turns
right
out-
back.
Yeah, that part's not so bad. Like other people not having the parental stamina of Bonnie and I, like that I'm accustomed to. Part I didn't care for is as we buckle up for the 22-hour drive back home and have to leave very early, we get the vague, well, I don't see why you guys just can't wait a little bit longer. You would just have to run off. And I'm just like,
Yeah, because you got a 22-hour drive.
yeah. Yeah.
Jesus
And apparently,
Christ.
it just why couldn't we just hang out longer?
Because you have a 22-hour drive.
Yeah, well,
I guess do people look at that as a compliment, like they want to spend more time with you?
I don't know, but I'm here for the fact that Ryer clearly knows that you're refilling your cup, but it goes not just to the wide, but keeps alternating between the two wides. Anyway.
Fuck you! Now we're just involved in critiquing camera shots.
Sorry. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have my head in.
How long ago was this flight?
the most recent time we went on a air
You
quotes
didn't have a
vacation.
baby then.
I know. It never ends, Justin.
Yeah.
It's never right.
Never right, huh?
Never right.
It's never right, he said, looking off into the distance.
Sorry.
I knew.
He gave 1,000-inch stare.
Slow zoom into Brian's eyes. Good job,
Um, so I watched Rogue One after Andor.
I'm on the last episode of Andor. We got up to the second to last episode, which is basically like part one of the end, because they end it like in a kind of like nothing really resolves.
We're past the part where I have to defend anything, and we're into the part where it's like, if you never watched the last episode, I'll never hold it against you.
No, we will. I think we've just been sleepy.
There's not a lot there.
Except they cleanly plug into Rogue One, which cleanly plugs into episode
Hope.
4. Yeah.
So that part was really fascinating and fun.
If I remembered how Rogue One began,
Yes.
other than Ben Mendelsohn going to the Death Star man's planet and being like, "Did you make the Death Star? Why didn't you tell me about the Death Star? I wanted to know about the Death Star.
Why are you not firing the Death Star?" It's.
I want to know where the bathroom is on the Death Star."
First of all, you're 100% right. I mean, it is.
Is
Now,
that how it begins? No.
well, no. The entire last episode of Andor, I don't even know who. It is for people who are just curious how they're going to
Plug Andor into Rogue One.
Yes.
Gotcha.
If your favorite scene of Apollo 13 was when the engineers had to figure out how to make this CO2 scrubber fit into this hole through 75 different things, ooh, mwah, mwah, chef's kiss. You're like, they kind of did it.
Because like everybody's drink is to the exact level that it is on when Rogue One begins.
They even I won't spoil it. Whatever. But there are even tropes where they tell a character to remember like 5 key things that are very important for the rebellion. And then you start and whoa, I'm familiar with all 5 of these very overwhelming key plot points going into Rogue One.
Yeah.
But like as that, it's a narrative technological marvel.
Yeah.
But it's the last episode of Andor is kind of neither fish nor fowl. What's surreal is so many of the same faces, actors, characters. The sets are the same. Everything looks, because of course Andor looks amazing. But it's like somebody walked up to a secret knob that you didn't know existed in the same universe. You're just watching Andor, and without telling you, somebody in a cape and a mask twists a knob just labeled wacky. And the music becomes and also, whereas people used to get shot and be in pain and die at a natural place, now they go, and you're like, what happened? Like somebody turned on ragdoll physics. Somebody turned on number of ships goes to 1 billion.
It's like, remember when they made a super fucking serious Miami Vice movie?
Yes.
It was like as if they tried to cleanly plug that into the 80s Miami Vice.
Yes.
And it's like fucking, Tubbs is on heroin and he's just like, it's like, fuck, oh man, I gotta clean up. And then it's like, oh. And then it's just fucking women and like punching cocaine men.
They're like,
and
do we ever go back to real world? No, we don't. But it turns out that when there are only 4 or 5 brand new characters for you to wrap your mind around instead of 12, it's a much more palatable theme park ride, but it's still
Rogue One.
It's still a theme park
So
ride.
did it get better? Because I think we both had the same idea when we saw Rogue One initially, that it was a little underwhelming and it was a bit of a mess. And then Andor comes out and it's like, oh shit, they just made like The Wire in Star Wars world. Like, that's fucking amazing. This is like all I've ever wanted. Every time that they've rebooted Star Wars from the 90s, like all I fucking
Why
wanted.
isn't this The Wire?
Yeah. Just like do something that is exciting and new and awesome. And then Andor finally did it for a season and a few episodes.
Yeah, mostly.
Mostly. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's never bad. It's often boring, but that's fine. Like The Sopranos was often boring. Doesn't make it bad.
Yeah.
But then Rogue One, I really don't know. I hated Rogue One so much that I really don't know whether or not I'd be able to watch them fuck up these characters that, like, even like K2
plays, man. So
K2 in Andor, I'm like, fucking, they've been trying to reinvent droids in Star Wars shit since forever, since R2-D2 and C-3PO hit. They're always a new droid, and it's like, oh, this one's a ball.
Yeah.
This one has a socket on him.
Yep.
Like, and then K2 is like, all right, it was almost too cute by half because it's like, oh, fuck it, whatever. Let's just remember how we had Anthony Daniels and he was just a fucking fun character actor. Why don't we just get another fun character actor and let him do a take on it? And it's like, except this one's a war droid, that one was a diplomacy droid, and then it's like, oh, that's great. But in the movie, because you'd had so many cracks at this like new droid thing,
not enough time.
I was like, who gives a fuck?
So,
but in the show, it's like they have like these little moments of like playing poker, with the droid, and I'm like, fucking, where have these scenes been?
The best moment in the show with K2 is when I think they're talking about, like, he was bragging about his military prowess or whatever. He was like, I was in a parade once, and then he goes wistful. He's like, the Emperor was there. And all of a sudden, like, I have goosebumps right now thinking of it. It's like, oh, this is a valorous old veteran who's flipped sides and is in a strange different world.
But then
like,
you know him and you appreciate him, and then he does badass droid shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You make us give a fuck about these things, and then they do a thing that's interesting.
So get this. There's an interesting parallel with Firefly and Serenity. You saw the TV show Firefly and Serenity?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Firefly.
Yes, I am a millennial.
Yeah. But Firefly came and went, but Serenity knew it was some kind of resurrective hurrah, right?
Yeah.
But like our friend Martin Thomas from
Double
Toasted, he had never seen Firefly, so he just went in seeing Serenity. And so the big scene, spoiler alert for a 20-year-old movie, is that Wash, the pilot, gets killed, surprisingly.
Alan Tudyk, who also voices K2.
Exactly. So Martin's experience was, well, then that one guy died, and I was like, oh, I kind of liked him. And I'm like, kind of liked him. But I'm like, oh, of course, you barely got to know him. Of course that would have no impact. And now, same actor, Alan Tudyk, when we saw Rogue One, that movie is just like, oh, I kind of like that droid.
The droid was cool.
But now, after the fact, we're seeing the show. And so it does have a little bit of bite when he dies in Rogue One.
Well, everybody
retroactively,
dies, right?
What's that?
Everybody dies in Rogue One.
Well, except
for Hope.
Exactly. That's I don't know why I was holding that back. So
I'm trying to find where I left my blow pop on the Death Star. I had 4 blow pops and I ate 2, but you hid one of them on the Death Star.
So there are moments that it hits Uncanny Valley good.
Rogue One?
Yeah. But it doesn't stay there long.
Yeah.
And it is jarring when you're like, what the fuck was that scene? And then you remember, oh, that was fan service from another movie that I'm not in the headspace of because I just got here from Andor.
How embarrassing is the Darth Vader scenes?
Can I tell you, I was coiled, ready to hate all of it.
Because we've made fun of it so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you come
he lives in a lava mansion.
Yes.
He
Okay.
lives in Bowser's castle.
So here's the other thing. Things that did heavy lifting. K2's The Emperor was there, Wistfulness. The other thing that does heavy lifting is the priming of the Force is some scamster, huckster
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh, so the first time you see anyone use the Force is Darth Vader on
the
Ben Mendelsohn.
Well, even then, like when he does it to Ben Mendelsohn, you're like, so pretty grounded. Now, granted, everything's whackety schmackety in terms of the music and the cinematography and the ragdoll physics and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're still kind of grounded. Then we go to crazy stuff. But like, imagine this is the first time you meet Vader, and he's like a crazy burnout hippie who, but they've already established that that the Force is Scientology, a weird cult, and so crazy cult man is in crazy oxygen tank, is crazy old withered dude, and even then the Force, I was able to kind of hold on to being skeptical of the Force even when he's choking Krennic because it almost read like, I bet he's got hallucinogens all in the air or something. And now at the end, it becomes unambiguous when he's, flinging
Fucking
rebels
everybody
around.
up.
Yeah. But at that point, like, I would be fascinated to know how it plays if
you only watch
Yes.
Andor into Rogue One.
yes, then you're like, what, the magic is real in this universe? Then it's like, I mean, they were implying it that maybe what?
Can I just pitch this? Why don't they just let him remake Rogue One? Just do the
Two
Andor
words.
version.
Special editions.
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
That's
all anybody wants to do is remakes, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, known IP, people care about it, they want to see a new version of it, so they're going to redo Harry Potter, they're going to make it a series now, blah 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 blah. Isn't the natural progression of that? Yeah, we're just going to redo the last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Everybody hates the last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones. Fuck it, you're right.
yeah.
We're going to get as many of the cast back as we can. Otherwise, we're going to recast, and we're just going to do them good.
And
We're just going to get all the people that you want. We're going to Snyder cut it.
Yep. And
Like,
I
just fuck it. Like, I don't know why people get so precious about it. Of the last thing in fucking Hollywood, people are precious. Is like, oh, but people already, they didn't like it. Why are they going to like it now? I don't know, because you made Andor. Andor was good. I'd go see Rogue One in theaters if it was like, no, the Andor version. And it's like, okay, Andor's the main character. And then
I am almost certain that we're going to see a Gilroy cut. And think about like once the tools, because they have all the training data. Now we're gonna have to wait for everyone to get the wiggles out about their AI opinions. But once that dust settles,
hide AI on the Death Star? Why are you training models on the Death Star?
but
Did you know that these Death Star models are non-ethical?
I'm gonna bet in 4 or 5 years we could just say like Gilroy could take a weekend and then just redo the pacing and everything and be like, yep, there it is. That's the next chapter in the Andor story.
I mean, whatever. Kathleen Kennedy just fucked so much shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to call her?
Hey, Kathleen.
Hello.
What's up?
I was just enjoying Rogue One. My greatest achievement is me.
Oh, did you do Andor too?
Yes, I did all the things you like.
No, you didn't.
What?
No, you didn't.
What?
You hag.
Wait, who is
You
this?
bitch.
Wait a minute. What's I
You
said?
bitch.
What was it?
I hate you,
Prank-
you bitch.
prank-
Stop it.
Prank
Stop
call.
doing it.
So my husband's
Hey,
a llama.
no.
When he gets back from deployments, he's gonna have things to say to you.
I'm just kidding, Kathleen. It's me, Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you gave me the fright. I thought you were a podcast.
Just kidding. It is me.
Oh no!
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
Who are you again?
You'll pay for your crimes.
Ah, boop, boop, boop. Okay, I'm glad that's over. Anyway, who's a good llama? Come here.
It's me, Daddy Llama.
I would just love
We've
for
apparently
the
switched.
next 2 hours we never go back to us.
long form, yeah.
It becomes unironic reading of Llama Llama Red Saber's pajama. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You watching Rick and Morty?
Oh shit! Was there a new episode this week? I saw a commercials, but I didn't know when it
Yeah,
started.
I only watched the first episode of the new ones.
I think that's all there is. I think it just started this weekend.
Maybe I thought there was another one on Sunday. I thought
They might have done 2, but
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
It sure is consistent.
Still Rick.
Yep.
Still Morty.
Yep.
Stay Rickin'.
Yep.
Stay Morty and
Yep. What else?
load it up.
Yeah.
Pare it down.
Smack
Where
it up.
is it?
Flip it. Rub it down.
Reverse it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you a big Belle Biv DeVoe fan?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favorite?
That girl. She was poison.
No, of Belle Biv or DeVoe.
You know, a lot of people think it was Biv. And they're
Yeah.
right. He
Yeah.
was the best.
He was the best.
Yeah.
I like it because reversed it's Vib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what is
Like
that?
a future verb. Like if you were writing a shitty sci-fi script and be like,
Hey, man.
we have nouns and vibs.
What? What kind of crazy? In the great word wars of the 1990s, verbs died, and now they're vibs. Fucking, that's one of the things that drives me fucking...
You listen here, Egghead. You gonna get me back to my time or what?
I am so angry at how right Demolition Man was, because when I saw that movie in the theaters, I thought, this is insulting to my intelligence that they would pretend that this much would change in so few of years.
Yeah.
And now we're literally here, and the majority of it is it's a documentary.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, classic rock.
Mm-hmm.
Commercials.
Seashells.
Yep.
Seashells are like what?
Curse words. They invented new curse words, and old curse words became common.
Do you know that like kids still like, you know, they do like unalive and
Yeah.
graped and everything?
Yeah.
Like they just kind of assume because TikTok will not spread that shit like algorithmically that everything is always watching them and they always need to use those terms. Like that is the new polite society.
Yeah.
Like the internet could not be civilized until you took away people's ability to be seen by other people.
I have no mouth, and I must curse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't get graped out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Or I'll unalive you with my pew pew.
Exactly. Yeah.
We speak in riddles now. How do you vib?
There's a whole generation of little Rumpelstiltskins.
Answer me these riddles 3. Which sponsor do you like best, A, B, or C?
Oh, fuck.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. I do that. I often like and subscribe. Actually, not as much as I would otherwise.
You know what? I asked in a post, I said, hey, I believe this is the most action on a poll I've ever gotten anywhere. Is
Fuck yeah.
I said,
Yeah, girl.
yes, no.
Get that action
Get that
on the poll.
I'm talking 5th base. There's a 5th base.
Yup.
Actually, there's a 7th base.
Yeah.
But it was a yes, no. Have you ever even once liked or subscribed? Like you were about to not do it, but then they said like or subscribe, and then
Yeah.
you're like, wow, you know what? I should. And enough people, I was surprised, enough people were like, you know what? There have been times. But then somebody, there's a YouTube channel out there where the guy, perfect turn of phrase, he says, I hope to earn your subscription. And I'm like, mwah, that's how you ask.
Yeah.
Because number one, it's different. It's not white noise. And he probably does it, well, I guess that's the called shot at the beginning. But anyway, it's good. That's how you do it.
Yeah. It's weird. Everything is so disposable. Like everything is like you are the billboard on the side of the tunnel as the subway just kind of like flies forward and you're just like hoping that there's some element that people catch. I don't know. It's a strange world, Brian. Scary.
It
You know?
is.
Dark, dank, kind
Skank,
of skanking it.
crank,
Yeah.
wank.
These are all the names of the the Dickensian.
Good. The 7 bandits.
Yeah.
Crank, wank, skank, get over here. Hello, yes. Well, I need you to unalive these vids and give them a good graping so you will. It's true. I want you to have a head on over to the TikTok.
They hit their boom boxes, and it's just Thomas McLeod songs, royalty free songs.
Yes. They're like, play the death music, and it's lo-fi hip hop girl. Music to study by.
A little cats in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, just old grizzled tales from a couple of internet veterans. Why, we've been around these bits long as we can say that we were knee high to a grasshopper.
They used to.
Remember Grasshopper?
We used to pirate.
Original Vine star. He used to eat lint out of his own pockets, and we laughed and laughed and laughed.
R.I.P. Vine. No longer a real one.
You ever remember, like, you ever see those?
Vines are back. They're called feature-length movies. They're 6 seconds long. Most people don't have time for them, so subscribe to my Vine Summary channel. We give you just the vibs.
You ever see, like, those, like, behind the musics? These were, like, back in the day where they were talking about, like, the day the music died or whatever.
Yeah.
And it would just be, like, this guy being like, well, you know, then the Big Bopper came on, and like he would do his routine, and we would just laugh and laugh and laugh, and it was just like, hello, baby.
That's
like,
crazy.
No one has ever thought to say hello, baby, before. This shit is fucking electric. Oh my God, you're a comedic genius.
Wait, it sounds like she's saying something naughty that she wants to do, and he likes it. What?
This guy fucks. This guy's fucking a lot. Oh my God, this woman's a slut.
Oh, Jesus. She's underage.
Jesus, this is an underage slut we got in her hands. I'm pissing my pants. I'm every audience in 1951.
Okay. What's interesting is, like, that seems hilariously quaint, made scandalous. But meanwhile, like, it was quaint when we were 20s, but now is probably scandalous nowadays that it's like, these women have been given cameras and were plied with booze to show their titties.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Do you think that? Yeah. Do you think that looks quaint now?
In a world of OnlyFans?
Well,
probably.
But that they would broadcast that.
It turns out you can describe the entire OnlyFans phenomenon by one simple axiom. You won't believe what happens when we give them the cameras.
Yep. Yeah. That'll do it.
That should be the OnlyFans slogan.
Actually. Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say I don't know. I mean, I would think that it would be a little sinister. Like, that's how the modern read on Girls Gone Wild is.
Yeah, well, so that's my question is like, normally as stuff ages, what was scandalous seems quaint, but I feel like that one was quaint-ish. It was Porky's level. Well, I guess Porky's become more scandalous. Revenge of the Nerds and all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of roofy, non-consensual nudity stuff in the 80s. That was pretty commonplace. They're just like, oh, boys. They'll do anything to see these
They sure
titties.
do want to see a naked ladies. What they should do is see the rip-roaring comedy of the summer, Porky's. We'll show you a naked lady, because that's the plot of the movie.
Yep.
Don't worry, it's a comedy. Wink, wink. Watch it when your parents aren't alone. Oh, damn. Almost landed it. I really K2'd that shit. The Emperor was there.
Yeah, the 80s stuff, I don't know. Although I think that now the 80s stuff has probably gained a level of like classic, like, oh, that was one before we were scared. That was when boys were boys. We have not become boys anymore. Now we're little mutos that are
Sorry, little
programmed.
what?
Mutos.
Mutos?
Yeah. You know, somebody who vibs around.
Hey, Kuato, get over here. Start the reactor, Quaid.
Like, you know, back then they were nerds, and porkies were porkies, and meatballs were meatballs, and our dogs were hot. God damn it!
Do you remember? There's the shit that would get away on PG, like okay, Night Court. Bull Shannon, the character played by Richard Mole.
Yeah.
Richard Mole played an evil dungeon master called the Dungeon Master in a movie called The Dungeon Master.
Okay.
It actually had another name that it was originally released under, but a programmer man is an engineer at a corporate suit job. But
Said, fuck it, Dungeon Master.
He's got a crazy watch that is a AI robot in 1982. He gets zapped into a fantasy world, has to go through 7 set pieces of fantasy crazy shit, right? That movie, PG, 1981, late 82, full naked lady bush in the first 45 seconds.
Hell yeah.
Of the movie.
Let's go.
PG.
You got it. Well, because there wasn't an R, right? There wasn't a PG-13 or
That's
an R.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no curse words.
It was like PG.
It was just a naked woman.
PG or NC-17.
Yeah.
And so it was either pornography
Or R.
PG.
No, it was R. There was
When
R.
did R come out?
R was always there. You're thinking of PG-13, which came out because of Gremlins.
Yeah.
Because Gremlins was like, all right, guys, there's got to be somewhere.
Hey, you're pushing it.
And then
We had a big hairy bush a couple years ago. That was all right.
Yeah.
But these gremlins, you're
Oh.
telling me we can't feed this mogwai after midnight?
Grimmy Grams. That was the original pitch I
Yeah.
gave them. Grimmy Grams.
And
They
then-
said Gremlins made more sense.
And you're telling me this bitch, her dad died going down the chimney?
Santa?
You fucking think that that's the kind of shit we're going to play in our theaters? Fuck you.
Okay.
I'm the MPAA, and we're inventing a whole new thing for you and your gibbity goos. PG-13,
Grimmy
bye-bye.
Grams. All right. Then Red Dawn came out.
Yep.
It was the first PG-13 movie after Gremlins. I was like, oh. It's
Well, now the
PG-13.
PG-13 is like the coolest shit ever.
Yeah,
you
now-
gotta see every PG-13 movie because it's like, oh, this is where they hide all the dope shit.
Yeah.
First, there's Gremlins. Now the Cubans and the Russians are getting together to murder my science teacher. Like, fucking, here we go.
Yeah. Hell of a land invasion strategy to paratroop into the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
Drop foot soldiers in the Rocky
no
Mountains.
one said they were smart.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, where are the Cubans?
Oh, he's flown back.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah.
I'm a Cuban. I'm here with my Russian friend. Do you
Yeah.
want to talk to him?
Yeah. Wait, how did he weighs more. He doesn't have hollow bone. Pardon me, sir. Do you have hollow bones like our Cuban friend?
No.
Wait, are you Russian?
Yes, I'm Russian.
Wait, really?
Yes, I'm from Moscow.
Wait, but I thought Mexicans have hollow bones.
No, these are different characters.
Man, am I racist that I can't tell you two apart?
Yes.
Oh no! I just thought here I was thinking.
Oh no, we're shooting you, pal.
Oh, no.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh,
You are
I
unalive.
am unalived.
Anyway, new Red Dawn.
Yeah. This is viral
Hashtag
influencer.
new Red Dawn.
Oh,
There was a new Red Dawn, and they had to fuck it up because of China, right?
yeah.
There's another one we need to put back out. Put back out the one where China actually invades.
Yeah, they had to
They made 'em
spin
North
a tail.
Koreans.
Yeah, there was a video game also that did that where it's like you had to be in occupied San Francisco, but then they had to. This cinematic is like doing 75 backflips. It's like, and then they embraced Keynesian economics, and that's how North Korea became plausibly big enough to invade the U.S.
But it was definitely China. And then like China was like, would you like a lot of money? And they're like, yeah, we would.
Yeah.
It's like, how about you not make us the bad guy? And they're like, okay.
Yeah, you really got me up against a Vib here. I'm between a Muto and a Vib, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I'm between a Muto and a Vib.
Oh, you really did it this time.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Gen Z Woody Allen. Oh.
Was it?
I'm convinced I molested my own daughter.
There we go. Hello, grown men. Do you read chat? No, except for when we do. Yeah, this is.
We're in a different thing.
We're just trying
Normally
on some different stuff.
We would be able to look at the screen, but we haven't.
Yeah, we have a whole
we've been
character.
having a real conversation now.
Yeah, that was fun. What a delightful,
shocking
moment.
Yeah.
How did it feel, Ryer?
Ryer died on the way to his home planet.
What's that?
What?
How did the show feel? Was it bad?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
How long are we at?
We're at an hour.
An hour? We got a game.
Next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what, we're not going to do a game, but Nathan, you could give us a prompt. What do you got for us?
Does your mic work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not. He says, give me a scene. Yeah. Where? Oppenheimer.
Okay.
And Charlie Brown are in a fist fight. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the DMV, Barack Obama. Thank you for coming on this tour.
Thank you for inviting me to the DMV.
Okay, I know it's your first day on the job.
Yep.
But
I'm sorry. I've been doing a little reading.
Okay.
Michelle told me, hey, you got to get your mind off being the president.
Well, I mean, you're not the president anymore, Mr. President.
Or am I?
I'm pretty sure.
Anyway.
You're gonna love Ted. Ted is the.
I've been reading American Prometheus.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a book about J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Oh.
And it was the basis of the popular Christopher Nolan film.
Yeah, it sure was. And and it had all the subtlety and nuance that we've come to expect from a Hollywood blockbuster, like having the creator of the atomic bomb shout his catchphrase while he's ejaculating.
While he was nutting in Florence Pugh.
Yep.
Something that I was very excited about when I saw it in the movies. I stood up and I said, "You go, boy."
Did
Barack
that,
Obama, just realizing that I've been hitting a character where Barack Obama yells at the screen during movies. Very, very problematic, but he sees high-end movies. So less problematic. I'll leave it up to the audience to decide. I remember, Brian, that I was watching Hannah and her sisters.
are you
The
telling
Woody
me?
Allen
Okay,
movie,
yeah.
Hannah and her sisters. It was a repertory performance out on Martha's Vineyard, and me, I was there with Sasha and Malia and Michelle, and as soon as Woody Allen came out on screen, I stood up and I screamed, "Get out of the house, girl!"
All right, can you settle some rumors that I've been hearing?
Oh, sure, yeah. Whatever we can do to get out of my need to further this debate. That Barack Obama jumps up and yells at the screen of movies.
There's some rumors that you and Michelle, your wife, went and
Reminds
saw...
me of that time I was watching Apollo 13.
What happened?
And it was the scene where Kevin Bacon is just given the word that he is going on the Apollo 13 space mission.
Yep.
And I was there with Joe Biden and Susan Rice.
Yeah.
And I yelled, "That's Kevin Bacon!"
It seems like your voice changed a little bit.
That's how I sounded in the theater.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a whole different person when I go to the movies, Brian.
I can tell.
I like to yell at the movie screen. A lot of people don't know that about me, Barack Obama.
Right.
Now I'm nervous because Apollo 13 wasn't a niche enough movie, and now I'm moving into troubling stereotypes.
Well, I mean, did you ever see Rogue One?
No. What's that about?
I don't know.
Rogue One?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that happen?
There's space lasers.
Oh, I don't like wizards. I'm not a fan of wizards.
There's no wizards.
No. Sounds too wizardy to me.
Well,
Yeah. Barack Obama noted not a fan of wizards.
are you
You
more
ever tried to talk to a wizard, Brian?
Yeah, I have, or more directly, wizards have tried to talk to me.
Yeah. You like them?
Well, some wizards are very nice.
I can't stand them.
Whoa! I just all wizards?
Hate them.
Why?
Civil War going on, Brian. See, there's magicians.
Yeah.
And then there's wizards.
Oh my goodness, Barack Obama! This bit that you're
And boy,
doing.
do I
This
hate wizards.
Oh my God! So magicians are masters of legerdemain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But what do
And then
wizards be like?
Wizards are fucking it up.
Okay, what's an example? Like a magician might make the ace of spades come to the top of the deck of cards, put it in the middle, and have it come up to the top again. How might a wizard handle that?
So I was watching Anomalisa.
Yeah.
And then I stood up and said, get out of here, girl. Anyway, I'm Barack Obama. I'm done with this DMV thing.
Okay,
I feel like we've had a good enough time together. I want to remember that time that I stepped up road bombing. And
Yep.
Anyway, bye.
Okay, so long, Barack Obama. Oh, he can fly. Oh,
Barack Obama can fly.
wow, what a
That was
muto.
definitely the thing we'll remember most about what came out of my mouth.
Oh, look, he's up in the sky having a fist fight with Charlie Brown.
Oh! I'm J. Robert Oppenheimer. Give me a piece of that.
Oh, wow. The special effects are amazing.
We completed the prompt.
Please let us know if you'd like us to write
I'm
another
Florence
scene.
Pugh. I'm going up there too. Whoa! Oppenheimer's nutting in her again.
Oh,
Well, I feel like we did it.
yeah, I think we did it.
Yeah.
What did we learn this week?
We learned a lot about Barack Obama in the movie theater.
Oh yeah. We learned maybe not on the podcast the lapel mics.
That was before the show, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
We did learn it tonight, though.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
We learned that I need to stop eating chips.
Well, we learned that you're light as a feather, but more importantly, stiff as a board.
Hell yeah, ladies. Hell yeah.
we learned that.
I wish I was single so I could put that on my Tinder profile. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. And it's just me holding a DVD of The Craft.
Well, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That's why it's good that I'm married.
Yeah. I think it pretty much covers it.
Yeah. It's been a great night.
It's been a great night. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Dying of fire.
Shine on, you crazy diamonds. Diamond Club hopes you've enjoyed this program. That's Brian Brushwood.
Oh, my pot of gold.